we made it clear a month ago when we first heard of this foundation that it will not work. It won't work in principle because humanitarian aid is about taking it to where people need it. You do not make a mother walk 15 kilometers or a grandmother or someone with an amputation. You don't do those things. You know, during the ceasefire, there were 400 distribution points. 400. That's what humanitarian aid is. This was never designed to work, but there was an additional danger in politicizing it, militarizing aid, which was when you take people into a combat site, you may well have incidents like this. We've now seen, as you say, 2 mass stickers. So it's what was warned, not only because this veneer of aid is also preventing what people really need, which is to flood the Gaza Strip through UN agencies and our very brave Palestinian organizations on the ground. So it's not doing that. It's a distraction. And meanwhile, people are going there after a massacre, returning because they're so desperate for food, knowing there's been a massacre, and then today it's closed. So it's a disaster that we all saw happening, but they are pushing ahead with it instead of sustained, neutral, impartial humanitarian aid to where people need it.
They say, of course, the Israelis, that they are doing it this way, when the Americans say they're doing it this way, because Hamas takes all the aid from the UN. As someone who's been there several times over the last year and a half, what's been your experience in terms of aid being diverted away from people who need it, UN aid?
It's a very, very frustrating statement we hear time and again. In the most simple sense, Mehdi, it's show us the evidence. That's it. Show us the evidence, which has not been done, which has also not been done when you've heard from Biden's former ambassador on humanitarian affairs this week speaking exactly to that he had not had that evidence shared. So we face statements time and again designed to discredit tried and tested aid systems and then to allow and justify weaponizing aid, which is, of course, designed to force a population, use aid as a bait, force that population. So, Mehdi, when it comes to aid diversion, show us the evidence. There is none. UNICEF, we're a last mile deliverer. We get food to a child. We don't use third parties. We have monitoring systems that are exhaustive. This is not the first place that we've worked in without a great degree of governance. This is what the United Nations does. Then you could talk about looting. Okay, well, looting, the United Nations has been very clear. When you deny a population for 70 days anything, it's economics. It's the economics of scarcity. People will take what they can when they are absolutely desperate. During the ceasefire, there was no looting because we were able to flood the Gaza Strip with aid as any normal place would be.